Everybody, it's Jeremy. Welcome back to Pokemon Gold. This is turn 78, and we are getting closer and closer to the end game. So let's jump into things. This is actually probably going to be a pretty short episode because we don't have too much that is terribly unique going on. We're just moving to the final locations for the final battles. We are doing a couple little tricks to try to get as many people as we can into position. And we'll discuss a couple of those things. We're rerouting some men for different situations. But yeah, so let's just go through everything real quick. We've got a Cloud Trapeze from Ia over into an area. We've got a Kia has gatewayed back over to Viridian with another army. Rod and Rex have Cloud Trapezed into Viridian as well. There's a little battle where Ekrutik has attacked us with some Ghastlies, but just died to like nothing. I don't know what happened. I don't know. I assume the kimono girl got popped or something. Let's actually watch. Who knows? Let's see what happened. Oh, actually, it looks like they just weren't able to kill my Crush Girl, and that the Hitmonchans, amusingly, are able to just butcher, because the Ghost's big thing is they're ethereal, but the Hitmonchans have multiple magic attacks. So, that's really interesting. That's good to know. Cool. We've taken control of Sermiok. We have lost Flower Meadow Forest. Dominion changed in in Forest of Gun. In Berman Highs, we got a huge treasure. Nice. Bunch of gems, bunch of gold. In Kodakar, we lost tax, but we got some growth and luck. Got some sloth. There's a battle arena. And we can see... Go ahead and watch this, right? Actually. So, we were not involved. There were only 3 participants. We were involved in the last battle. Let's watch. Let's see what happened. So, we sent in Ruax with just a great sword of sharpness and a single earth gem so that he could do some minor buffing. So, he has earth powered, and I want to be the very best has come in. So, this is going to be interesting. Earth power, lesser air elemental. That's pretty interesting. Ruax doesn't have shock resistance, so that could be bad. Frozen Heart, he also doesn't have... Oof. Oh, yeah. It looks like I got stunned. More Frozen Heart. Okay, and then immediately just killed him. Timber Flesh. Phoenix Power. Phoenix Pyre. Ooh, and now that's a big deal. Having Phoenix Power and Phoenix Pyre up when you have 29... Let me turn this down. This volume just sounds so loud every time I'm sure it sounds fine in the actual thing, but for me it sounds incredibly loud. So, having Phoenix Pyre up with Phoenix Power and fucking Reinvigoration 4 is pretty nice. And now he just Falling Fires repeatedly. That's pretty funny. Iron Will, Falling Fires. Yeah. Alright. That was kind of a very lame arena battle, but whatever, we won. What did we get? We got a Champion's Trident for that. That's actually, that gives you luck and quickness, so that's actually a pretty cool item. We got found out in Searing Sands, we got found out in Work in them. Did some curing. Gained some diseases, starving in places. Got some promotions. We were successful in purchasing the Wolfkin Reavers. Okay, great. Let's look at what's happening. Up here, right, heading for Trentspore, we have this big pile of stuff. Okay? A bunch of Prodigy Black Belts doing their best, heading on down. We've got Vilgo and Belia are going to come over, because whatever. So... it's going to be 78, 79, or sorry, this is going to be 79, 80, and 81 we're going to claim, right? So, and then, so that's basically what's happening there. Most of all that we're going to do Viridian Cities last, most of what's happening in Cyanwood City is just forging now. Everything that we could send that's really going to be able to make it there in time and do anything about it is already over there. We could have sent like some Battle Girl X's cloud trapezing, which who knows, maybe we'll do that in the next couple turns. I say next couple turns, like next turn we cloud trapeze into Viridian, then the next turn we cloud trapeze onto 28 or something like that, who knows. But I'm not super worried about it. Mostly we're just forging over here. We've got, again, we're just forging random things to be able to add into the mix, right? So a cat's eye amulet, a black steel helmet, ring of fire. What else do we got going? A helmet of heroes, fire in a jar, the summit, right? And that's actually, that's a unique item. That's, what's that? Oh, right. This is a unique weapon. It's it's the summit, which is a super high damaging, armor piercing axe that I'm probably gonna put on, and I'll show you this in a second, put on one of our 6 champions. Right? We're doing Enchanted Salt, we're doing a Ring of Levitation. Again, just generic items so that we can make sure we kit every single one of our champions out with a full kit. Even if it's a shitty kit, it's a full kit, right? We're doing a spell focus over here. We're doing another amulet of anti-magic. And then let's look at the armies, right, as they're moving. So we're moving the massive army from Erd into Nenaboa this turn, right? We've got a couple people jumping in to that. Talion is moving over here, right? We've got a couple of these other black belt goes are jumping in there. We've got this priestess is gonna try, this nurse is gonna try to make it over there because I think she might be able to move from Titan Steps into Lumbaria. If not, whatever, she might go elsewhere. But you might see there are some movements downwards, okay? So one of the other things that we basically decided to do is with Kia's group. Kia is incapable of getting her reinforcements, right? All the EVs, which is unfortunate, right? She is incapable of getting all of her reinforcements over to the final battle. So we're gonna make good on our threat to attack Curtain Wall. So we're moving a bunch of units down from here. We're moving a bunch of Amphiroses, a bunch of Chaff. We're moving in more Amphiroses. Yeah, more Amphiroses. We're moving in a bunch of black prodigies, right, in various stages. A whole bunch of our EVs. We are leaving behind the Glaceons and the Flareons, and this is really unfortunate. I don't want to leave them behind, but the issue is that I'm pretty positive because of the heat and chill aura that they're just going to end up doing more harm than they are good. So we're leaving them out for now. We're going to take everything else. So that's going to be a big deal. We're going to be able to hit here is going to be 78 or sorry, 79, 80. And then we're not going to make that in time, are we? No, we're not going to make that in time. So this is a dud because we'll hit 78 or we'll hit 70. Fuck, I can't. That's probably why I miscounted this because I keep saying 70. I keep saying the turn that I'm on. We'll hit 79, right? Then we'll hit 80. It'll take a turn to crack the fort, and we'll invade the fort on. I mean, we'll instantly pop it, but we'll invade it on 81. Which means we could claim on 82, not before. So, that's okay. No big deal. We'll probably still go through it anyways, because why not? You know, it's fun to do stuff like that. And if we see no response from Vermilion, maybe we just attack Nam instead. I don't know. We're just doing battles at the end of the game because battles are fun. Why not do battles at the end of the game? Okay, we're also moving a couple of different individuals. We're cloud trapezing Rex and Rod over into Dampdale. We're trying to catch up with people that can catch up. Our evolutions are only map move 8, So they basically cannot catch up with the Erd army no matter what they try. But it is what it is. We can catch up with our Steelix champions, right, with Aninu and Inu. So that's going to happen. And then we're also moving all of these units, right? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, another big deal is we basically, Ilvitus, we basically said, okay, nope, Ilvitus isn't going to make it. We're not. Actually, I think he could make it. But I'm not going to bring Ilvitus into the final 6v6 battle. I'm actually going to send him down after this throne, right? Because why not? So the ones that are going to head that direction are these 6, plus one more. It's actually this Ampharos is cloud trapezing into Viridian City this turn. And then next turn is going to cloud trapeze into Dampdale. Okay? So I actually have 7 options to choose from. And this is padding in hopes that hopefully I don't lose any of the legendaries, but if I lose a legendary, I have a replacement, right? And yeah, that's pretty much it. So if I get all 7 over here, the Hitmonchan champion is probably going to be the one that I will leave out because it has the lowest hit points, and more pointedly, it has incredibly abysmal magic resistance. Okay? So it just has an extremely low chance of being effective in the combat. And the summit, I've pretty much already decided, is going to go on Fomoric, the Ampharos champion. I threw the Cursed Eye on him. He has a main Gosh of parrying right now. But once he arrives in Viridian next turn, he's going to get the summon on him. I'm probably going to use him as a fly assassin in the battle, right? We're going to do buffs, etc., and then he's going to go into the back, and with the summit, because he has pretty decent attack skill, right? With the summit, he's going to try to lay low some people. We'll see how it goes. And that's really the majority of this turn, right? I know it's really quick, but nothing's really happening. We haven't really changed scripting. We're not going super crazy on that. That's going to be the next couple turns as I actually head to the final locations. We're going to be we have recruited several Battle Girl Rubies. We're going to continue to recruit several Battle Girl Rubies. We're doing this partially because we want to just overflow the final battle, and Hitmonlees are actually good, right? So why not? You know? But what we're also doing is we're storing up these Battle Girl Rubies because next turn, probably, I think I'm going to have to pull the trigger next turn, is when we are going to load up all of our gems, all of the gems that we'll have, onto these various different scouts and start flying them to meet up with the final groups. And those, once they arrive, right before the big battles, they're going to drop off every fucking gem I have. So next turn is going to be a shit ton of probably alchemizing to make sure because I'm not going to need 44 death gems, but I could use some more nature gems. You know, will I need 40 astral pearls? Maybe, but will I need 20, 34, 30, whatever, water? Probably not, you know? So we're going to be doing a lot of math next turn and doing a lot of alchemizing and putting a bunch of gems onto scouts and flying them out to locations. So one of the reasons why I'm sneaking most of the scouts that I can down into Viridian City, and one of the reasons why I'm doing that is because from Viridian City, we can make it to either 29 or 10 in a single turn, right? But we can't do that with we can't do that from Three Pine Grove, right? The closest we can get is to Nenaboa, and that doesn't work. So because next turn we've got to get people into Lumbaria and we've got to get people into Dampdale. So they're all going to have to come from Viridian City. So Um, however, I'm still training these ones in Three Pine Grove and Kunal because they can make it from Three Pine Grove and Kunal into Ninaboa, and then from Ninaboa they can probably jump into Mag. So they'll be there for the final battle, right? They just won't be there in time to deliver gems at Dampdale or Lumbaria. Okay? So, that's the plan. That's what's going on. We've got just random shit outfitted. Oh, that's another thing, right? Because we don't have gems on any of the champions yet. I'm definitely gonna need some gems. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're gonna have 6 scouts that will be available, plus the Ampharos, right? Because the Ampharos is gonna be there as well, to ferry out 6 scouts and the Ampharos to ferry gems between Lumbaria and Dampdale. And I think that should be enough, honestly. I'm not super worried about being able to fit absolutely every single gem there, just as long as I get enough. And it should be good. I think we're actually okay. I think aside from the miscalculation on Curtain Wall, which it's a bummer, but it's whatever. We're fine. Other slight things that we are doing, right? We can see down here in Urfel, there's a big force that is coming to try to take Urfel back and probably claim it. So we are going ahead and sending Intimina over towards Lilhador. Lilhador, we're going to try to crack Lilhador so that he does not have the outer throne. Which is one of the thrones he currently holds. And the Throne of Fortune is the other one that he has. So we have Ishtaran and Nabu here waiting in Dreher Caverns, right? And the plan there is to 79. So next turn, yeah, 79. Next turn we declare the attacks, so that on turn 80 we can storm the fort, and on turn 81 he loses both Dreher Caverns and Lilhador. Although, does that matter? You have to, because it's got to be at the end, and my math is off, right? So we don't care 81, we care 82. 81 is when the battles are happening, but we'll see the results from the battles on 82. So, in theory, we would move here on 79, move here on 80 and crack the fort, storm the fort on 81, and then we wouldn't have enough time because it would be 82. But here, in Lilhador and Dreher Caverns, we want to attack on turn 80, right? Because that's going to defeat the province defense, pop the fort, and then on turn 81, we storm the fort in both locations. Because then, yeah, okay. So I've mathed correctly there. We're good to go. All right, this is definitely longer of an episode than this needs to be. Again, just moving things into position. Next turn and the turn afterwards are going to be ferrying gems to all the proper locations, making sure we have all of the scripting set, final tweaks, and crossing our fingers and walking into the final battle. And dealing with whatever else happens, right? Because there's entirely the chance that he, like, bombards us with magic or what have you, and we're going to have to deal with that fallout, so. Alright. That's it. That's this episode. I'll see you all next time. Bye, everybody.